Hello guys, welcome once again. This is Tech PBA. Thanks for joining me. So in this video I'm going to take you through how you can download, install and configure the software for the Ricoh ScanSnap iX1600, formerly known as the Fujitsu ScanSnap iX1600. So you can install the software for any of the models you have, including the iX2500, iX2400, the 1600, the 1500, and so on and so forth. So the first thing I'll do is to open a browser and search for the drivers or the software by typing Ricoh ScanSnap iX2500. You can actually search with any of the model numbers and you'll be taken to the same website. So on the next screen, I right clicked on the first link and opened it in a new tab. So I will select the tab and click the download button right there. On this screen, you're going to have to select the model number you have, the scanner, the model number of the scanner you have. If you have the iX2500, you want to select the radio button beside that. If you have the 2400, you want to select the radio button beside that. In my case, I have the 1600, so I'm going to select the radio button beside the ScanSnap iX1600. The next step is to select the operating system you are installing the software, or you're going to install the software on. In my case, I'm installing it on a Windows 11, so I'll select that and click the display software list. On this screen, I'm going to click the download button beside the ScanSnap Home Download Installer. So click that and you'll be taken to this screen. So you can download the online installer and then the offline installer. The download installer, it requires you to be connected to the internet while it downloads and installs the application. But the offline installer, you can connect to the internet once, download the application once and use it on multiple computers. So I will select the offline installer, select the model number again, select the operating system again, click the download or display software list, click the download button again on this screen, and then from here you're going to click the application itself to begin downloading the software. So you can see that the download has begun. The offline installer is quite a huge file, 1.2 gigabytes, so you're going to have to give it some time for it to complete the download. So the download is complete. I will click the open folder to view the application, double click the application in the downloads folder to begin installing the application on this PC. So once the installation begins, you get this window. When that closes, you will get this the ScanSnap Home Setup window. Select the agree to the terms of service, click the next button, or you can read through the license agreement. Click the next button, select next on this screen as well. Select the typical, unless you have some special selections under custom. So click the install button to install the application on the PC. So the shortcut has already been created on the PC. The next thing you will see is this particular window. All you need to do is to select the model number you are installing, and then on the next screen you are going to have to connect the scanner to your PC by first connecting the adapter, the power adapter, to the scanner and connecting the USB cable from the scanner to your computer. You can click the setup without the USB cable if you wish to set up with the USB cable at a later time. So click next again, and your scanner should be set up on your PC successfully. So you can see the connection is complete. the ScanSnap is ready, and you can see the check this icon in the taskbar. So when you click that, you will see the ScanSnap applications icon in the notification area. Click next, and you would get this message that says you can connect your computer, or you can scan to the ScanSnap scanner wirelessly by setting it up in this window. I'll click the no to set it up later, and from there you will get this pop-up window, which is the ScanSnap home window. This is where you can use the various tools to perform your scan. You can scan to a folder, you can scan to email, you can scan business cards, you can also scan receipts. And each and every tab, each and every tool there has its own features. So you can change the color mode settings from automatic to color to grayscale to black and white by just clicking on the button and selecting the option that you want. So that is the color mode settings button. You can also select that to change the image quality settings, and it ranges from the automatic to normal to better to best to excellence. The default is set to the best, but you can always change it to the other options there. So you can also change the scanning side, which is the simplex and the duplex. If you are scanning just one side of the document, you need to select the simplex. If you are scanning both sides of the document, you can select the duplex option right there. Last but not least is the feed mode settings. When you select that, you will get the mode that you can scan your document. So the normal scan is by default the one selected, and that is usually the best option to have. You can also try the other two, which is the continuous and then the manual scan modes. So select the edit profiles at the top right hand side of the ScanSnap home window to get a more detailed view of the settings. So again, you can select any of the tools on top of the screen to view the detailed settings of each and every one of those tools. So I selected the scan to folder, and you can see a brief note on the scan to folder. You also have the document type detection, with the default selection being all sheets will be scanned as documents. And then under scan settings, just as we saw before, under color mode, you can change the color, you can change the scanning side from simplex to duplex, the image quality, automatic, normal, best, excellent, you can change that. You have the document rotation, it's set to automatic, but you can change it to do not rotate, or you can rotate 90 degrees, 180 degrees, clockwise, anti-clockwise, whichever one you want. The file format is PDF by default, PDF single, and then PDF multiple. You can also select the JPEG if you want to, if you wish to scan to an image file or a photo format. So click the options button beside the file format, and you will get these other options or settings right here. So select the checkbox beside the searchable PDF to convert your PDF document or your scanned document into searchable PDF files. So on your PC, you can just enter some text in your PDF document, and you'll be able to search for those particular documents on your PC. There's also the output mode and then password, so you can password protect your scanned documents on your PC by clicking the set a password for a PDF file checkbox. Click the use a fixed password and then enter and confirm the password you want to place or put on your PDF documents. I will deselect that because I don't want my scan documents to be password protected. Click the detailed settings and you will get this window which has the title bar, the file format, the scan, and then the file size. So under title, there's the title is generated automatically, radio button selected. You can switch it to the customized file names and then enter a file name or the file name you want your documents to bear every time you make a scan or every time you scan a document with the ScanSnap iX1600 or the 2500 or whichever model. So that is that for the title format. I'll switch it back to the default. So you have the date format, you have the language of the document, you can change it accordingly. So back on the main edit profile screen, under managing options, there's the feed set of options you can look through. There's also the type options. When you click on that, there's PC manage in ScanSnap home, which is the default. There's the PC scan to file, there's the network folder. You can also add a tag to your scan document and the tags. And then lastly, there's the save to. That is the location of your scanned documents. I'm going to change that from the default by creating a folder on the desktop and calling it my scans. So I'll call the folder my scans. We'll change the default location to this folder so that every document we scan will be put in that folder. So when you look beside the scan tool, you will see the default location, which is a hidden folder which would be difficult to access. So we'll click the browse, select desktop, select the my scans folder, double click on it, click the select folder option down there, and we have successfully changed the location of our scan documents. Now the final most important thing to do is to click the save option to save your settings in the edit profile window. Click the ScanSnap home icon in the notification area to open the ScanSnap home window to perform your scans, just as we are looking at right now. Again, right click on the ScanSnap icon, select the scanner in preferences to open the overall settings of your scanner's application or the general settings of your scanner application. And in there you have the general settings, which has 3 subsections. There's the ScanSnap home folder, there's the display images in local folders, and then there's the actions while scanning. So there's also the scanner options, language, application, account, accessibility, and backup group of options. Go through them, change whichever you want to change to suit your scanning, and you would be good to go. So yes guys, thank you for watching this video. Kindly subscribe, like, and share the video, and then I will see you guys in another video. Bye for now.